Hello, we are almost ready to begin our learning from home. Next week is the set startup date. There are a couple of things this weekend that you might want to start thinking about and talking to your family, especially because there are so many people now, your parents, your siblings, that are probably also working from home for the first time. And so start to think about, where are you going to work in your home? Do you have a hard surface and a chair where you're going to be able to sit up and get some work done each day? Is it close to natural light? And is there an electrical outlet close by? This is going to have a significant online component to it. It does not have to be in an office. It doesn't have to be at the kitchen table. Just any place in your home where you'll be able to be productive. And you may have to do a little bit of organizing and rearranging this weekend. I truthfully had to move the piles of papers off of my desk so I could take the picture, and now I need to organize them as they're all sitting on the floor. So what needs to be done in order for you to have a space where you can get some work done? To get your materials organized, you should have had all of your supplies cleaned out of the school from last week. So you probably already have your binder, your textbooks, your graphing calculator, pens, pencils, etc. together. Depending on how this is going to work in your family, you might want to also have your backpack or bag or some kind of tote or container handy so that you can put all of your supplies in and then put them away when you're not using them and then bring them out when you are using them. So what do you need? Same types of things you used last week or previously at school. And how are you going to keep them together and organized? You may also have to add to that list any kind of chargers or headphones or cords or electrical supplies that you're also now going to be using. So those of you who always wanted to use your phones, now is your opportunity. Speaking of phones and technology, there's also, as many of you probably know, an ability to turn off all notifications while you're working. I have never used technology as much in my life as I have last week, and for the first time I realized things kept popping up and it was somewhat distracting. So you can go into settings and then just turn on Do Not Disturb, and for the time that you're setting aside to work, that way you're not going to be bombarded by all of these messages popping up on your screen. You want to start to think about what your schedule is going to look like, what the schedules of your family members are going to look like, and how that's going to coordinate together. Obviously, it's going to change once we get rolling and see kind of what we have to do and what's expected and how we're going to tweak things. But the plan right now is that each Monday morning, your teachers are going to send out on Google Classroom the plan for the week. And so you need to kind of say, okay, what needs to be accomplished? What are the key pieces that you have to learn each day? How is your day going to be structured? And what is going to be most productive for you? One thing we're also going to try to get up and running is to have a Google Hangout meeting in each of your classes one day a week. We were thinking tentatively of doing period 1, Monday at 1 o'clock, period 2 class, Tuesday at 1 o'clock, period 3 class, Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and period 4 class, Thursday at 1 o'clock, just as an opportunity for your class to come together on Google Hangout and with your teacher to talk live about some of the questions or issues or concerns that you have in regards to your coursework. On Friday with some staff members, and it was a little bit clunky. So we are really hoping that your technological skills are far better than ours, and then it will be an effective means of communication. So just to conclude, this is a really good opportunity for you, as forced upon us as it was, but moving into post-secondary and into your adult life in the working world, you have a lot more autonomy now than you typically have during a school day. So it gives you a chance to figure out what are some routines that work for you and just to kind of explore different ways of doing things. So it's going to be different than what we're used to, but I think it has a lot of potential and a lot of positives can come from this. So we are going to tweak things, change things, and move forward and see what happens. So I will see you next week and start getting the information to you on Google Classroom. And until then, take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.